With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing here, Howell.
Steps away to his left.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Powell.
Flush to his right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. For offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Cook following the penalty.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down and 6 now.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads.
Oh, Hal loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On second down, here's Murray.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And Hal will throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the gun, Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Murray going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw, it's Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Howell.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here.
As now we pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
More the motion man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Shoves him off at the 20. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That is caught by Herbert.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Second down, Howell back to pass. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. From the 35, here's second down and 7. Howell down to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Hyatt has got it.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Now Hyatt on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Taylor is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Murray. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to max.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Oh, Hal loses it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Murray.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A big play looming on third down.
Murray now.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Murray to air it out again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They run once more with Taylor.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better,